टाइम क्या हो गया आप तो उतना देर 1 घंटा 8:25 ना, तो हम 9 बजे तक ख़त्म कर देंगे। ठीक आ रहा है ना? सही आएगा वो। लाइव कर दो उसको। कर दिया? ओह वाह। ठीक है, हाथ जोड़िएगा। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So welcome everyone. So for the next 6 sessions we'll be having next 6 days we'll be having this seminar, Discover Yourself DYS. So we've named it Selfie with the Self. You can name it in any way, but we'll be discussing some very important concepts and we'll have interaction. You'll be asking some questions, I'll be asking some questions, you'll be answering. So this is how we'll have an interactive session. Number 1. Number 2, since your 4 are coming, so try to come for all the 6 sessions, so that you can get some tangible knowledge. So let me introduce Roshan. So here is Rupam and he's again Roshan. So both of them are studying in ITR college. They are in 3rd year. So you both have come with me. First reason is that you will be learning DYS, and second is that you will be learning how to present DYS, okay, so that you can go in your college and you can preach it to others. And similarly you all also learn in a way that you can present it to others as well, okay. We are not going to discuss something sectarian, we are going to discuss something universal. So the knowledge that you will be gaining in these 6 sessions, it's very important. And if you can present it to others, so you will find out this knowledge is sufficient to transform your life, and it is sufficient to transform others' life if you can present it to them. And say if somebody is not coming for the session, they are not interested, the only reason is because they think that spiritual knowledge is boring. So they are thinking that they could use that time for watching some movies or something else. But the moment they'll get to know that the discussion that we are doing, once if they can somehow or other come into the discussion and they can listen to the conversation that will be undergoing, so then the taste will develop and you'll find out how. Spiritual knowledge means if you get this knowledge, the more you get the knowledge, the more hunger, the more thirst, the more greed will generate for this knowledge. So anyway, coming to the point. So first of all, we'll be discussing the science of faith. This is called faithology. What is faith? What do you think? What is faith? Trust. To believe in something, is it not? So once upon a time there was a village. In that village there were few people. There was no rain for long duration of time. So people thought that we should approach to the local temple and we should pray to the deities there for rain. So everybody prepared for different paraphernalia. Someone prepared some foodstuffs, someone arranged for fruits, milk, curd, someone arranged for yajna, someone arranged for pujas. So everybody was arranging different things. And then they all were going to the temple for praying, for worshipping. Why worshipping? For rain. But then there was a small kid and he was taking an umbrella with him. And everybody started to laugh. Small kid taking an umbrella and everybody is laughing. Why everyone is laughing? So they are going for the worship, but actually they do not have any faith. Because they are going to worship that local deity there in the temple with the agenda that if it will please the deity, then what will happen? Rain will come. And if rain will come, while returning back, what they need? Umbrella. So they are going, but they do not have faith. But the small child is going with a faith, with lots of faith. That if we are going to the local deity and if the deity is pleased, so they'll get rain. And while coming back, they need umbrella as well. So faith is very important part. Say for example, when you go to barber, he puts, knife. We call it utsara. What do you call it in English? He put knife here, blade here, razor. And you have faith that he will not cut. You have faith, is it not? So we have that pictures, sometimes. So this is how they. So what he's doing? He's making some design using fire. But that person have complete faith. Actually, he has completely surrendered himself. That in whatever way that barber will deal with him, is ready, because he has faith that he is not going to kill me. He can kill, but still the faith is there, is it not? Say for example, when you are using public transport, have you ever checked the license of the person, driver? Why? You have faith. You have faith that he will take me to my destination. But this faith have no basis, but still you have faith. You are walking and you have faith that the next step, you are going to take the next step and the land will not go into patal. It's there. You have faith. So the faith is the basic principle of life. When you say for example you are breathing, you're breathing in, you have faith that there is no methyl isocyanate, just like in Bhopal gas tragedy. So they breathe in and they were gone. But you are breathing. Why? You have faith. What faith you have? Oxygen going. Oxygen is going. Basic principle of faith. You have faith that this fan will not fall over you. You have that faith. In fact, if someone lacks this certain amount of faith, he is called mentally disturbed. There are people, those who are in phobia. Oh, anything can happen to me. Somebody will come from the door and he can kill me. So they are always in some kind of fear. So they cannot lead a normal life. Is it not? So that means, so they are lacking a basic amount of faith that is required to lead a normal life. So that they are lacking that So that is abnormal situation, abnormal condition of life. That means faith is a very genuine and natural part of our life. Similarly, to get some knowledge, we need to have faith. Shraddhavan labte jnanam. So for example, you have faith that you will take admission in OUAT, or you have faith that you will take admission in ITR, so you are going to get a job. So you have some faith. Say you have faith, Shraddhavan labte jnanam. You have faith that I have taken admission into this college, and if I'll study well, if I'll score good marks, I'll be placed somewhere. You have that faith. But you are not very enthusiastic to go in class. Will you get knowledge? No. So that means in order to receive knowledge, the first thing is faith, and then you need to be enthusiastic to go to the teacher and find out. You need to learn. Shraddhavan labte jnanam tatpar. Then comes tatpar. Tatparta means eagerness, enthusiasm. Just faith is not sufficient. With the faith, what you want? Eagerness to learn. And just eagerness is also not sufficient. So for example, you have faith that if I'll take admission in this college, and if I'll study nicely, if I'll pass the exams, I'll get a good job. And very enthusiastically you went to the class to learn. But instead of learning, you're focusing on the girl sitting next to you. Will you be able to get knowledge? The third comes Sanyat Indriya. So the shlok from Bhagavad Gita is Shraddhavan labte jnanam tatpara Sanyat Indriya. And then jnanam labdhva. And then you get knowledge. So what all things are required to receive knowledge? Number one, you need to have faith. You need to have enthusiasm to learn, eagerness to learn, and then you need to have focus. You need to control your senses, mind and senses. So this is the basic element that is required to have faith. Say we have discussed this story. Say there is a story related to faith. Once upon a time, so there was a cobbler and there was a scientist. So they both were doing their job, and Narad Muni happened to pass through them. So the scientist asked Narad Muni, Narad Muni, where are you going? He said, I am going to God, just to meet him. So well, so when you return back, kindly let me know what God was doing. So fine. The same question was asked by a cobbler. Where are you going, Narad Muni? I am going to meet God. And then when you return, kindly let me know what God was doing. So fine. You heard this story? No? Okay. So Narad Muni went and have interaction with God and came back. And the scientist asked, Narad Muni, what God was doing? So he said that God was passing an elephant through a needle. God was passing an elephant through a needle. And scientists say, what are you saying? Is it possible? It's impossible. Narad Muni, actually, we haven't been to God. We never met him. And whatever you are telling it is a myth. It's a complete myth. Fine. Then Narad Muni went to that cobbler. Cobbler asked, Narad Muni, what God was doing? He said, God was passing an elephant through a needle. Wow, amazing. God can do anything. He's so great that he was passing an elephant through a needle. So Narad Muni was completely amazed. He said, do you believe in my words? Yes, Narad Muni. What's the difficulty? Now tell me, is it not a blind faith to believe like this? That God was passing an elephant through a needle? It's blind faith. And scientist was a logical personality. He had some logic. So he said that, well, I do not believe in your words. It's myth. It's not possible. So tell me, this cobbler's faith is a blind faith or a justified logical faith? Blind faith. Chinmay, what do you say? Blind faith. His name is Shivanand, yeah. Blind faith, logical faith.
Can be a justified logical.
How?
Because it can happen.
It can happen?
In any part of the world. Like if you put other cell
If it's the size of needle, then it can happen.
Needle is needle.
No.
Oh, what the size of needle? Needle is needle.
It's just a phrase.
It's just a phrase.
Because if it is a phrase, then it can be correct. You can pass many anxieties, depressions into
It's not a phrase. Narad Muni actually saw that Lord was passing an elephant through needle. That is how Narad Muni told. What do you think? Blind faith? Justified faith? Logical faith? Rupam? What do you think? Confused? See. So what Cobbler said that, here's his explanation. Have you seen a banyan tree? Have you seen a giant sequoia tree? Have you heard about it? Giant sequoia tree. You are in OUAT, so you must be knowing. Huh? Agriculture. So now tell me, what is the size of that seed of giant sequoia? Smaller than a mustard seed. So one who can place a giant sequoia in that mustard sized seed, what is the difficulty for the God to pass an elephant through a needle? Try to understand this point. There is a seed. In the seed there are tree. There is a tree. In that tree there are fruits. In those fruits there are seeds. In those seeds there is tree. In that tree there are fruits. In those fruits there are seeds. In those seeds there are trees, fruits, seeds, trees, fruits, seeds, trees, etc. So one who had made the entire creation from that seed, is it very difficult for that personality to pass on an elephant through a needle? So we need to understand, we need to develop our vision in a way. Just try to understand this entire creation, and when the moment you'll start appreciating the entire creation, the moment you'll appreciate the air that you're breathing in, the moment that you'll appreciate the light that's there, the moment that you'll appreciate the food that you're having, existence of God will not be a mystery to us. The moment you'll realize that there is a living body and a dead body, and you cannot do anything about a dead body, Rajesh Srivastava is gone, and you cannot bring him back. If you consider that life is nothing but a combination of chemicals, can you bring back that Rajesh Srivastava back to life? You just download any amount of chemical into his body and bring that person back to life. Is it possible? It's not possible. The moment we'll start realizing these things, the moment we'll start visualizing these things, and we'll understand the existence of soul and existence of God is not illogical. Makes sense? Are my words making sense? Say for example, once I was at Jagannath Puri temple and we were with my spiritual master. So, Laksh, he's also ITR alumni. So Guruma was talking with him and he told and he was having this bottle, say Bisleri. What is the cost of a Bisleri bottle? 20 rupees. Is it really 20 rupees? Say for example you are stuck in a desert and you never got water for last 3 days. You're somehow surviving without water. The 4th day, if somebody will bring you a bottle and say, Shubham, you need to sign up and your entire wealth in my name, and then only I'll give you this water bottle. What you will do? You will sign. That means what is the cost of bottle? What's the cost of water? So try to understand. We are not appreciating things because we are very easily getting go. Yesterday we went to Jagannath Puri. My parents were there. So my father was driving, and somehow we reached late. And my mother told my father that we should go to Puri just to have some, sea beach photographs. My father said, okay, fine. But my father was, driving very slowly and talking, and therefore he reached very late. And by the time it was sunset, so my mother was very furious. We came here just 60 kilometers just to drive, because they came from Madhya Pradesh. So today they had their flight. So just to click some photograph, because earlier we could not do that. Last time, like 2 days back also we went there, but we could not go to the sea beach. So anyway, just to get some photographs we went, but we could not. Now any amount of this night mode will not help. Day is day. Sunlight is sunlight. You cannot replace sunlight with anything else. Is it not? So mother was very furious. So then I understood, like I was just realizing, just see the power of sun. In fact, whatever sources of energy we have is coming from sun. Hydroelectricity is actually coming from sun. Coal is actually coming from sun. Petroleum is actually coming from sun. So every source of energy is actually, wind energy is actually coming from sun. Is it not? And what is this sun? Lord says in Bhagavad Gita, Yad aditya gatam tejo jagat bhashyate akhilam yad chandramas yad tat tejo vidimamakam. Arjun, the splendor of sun and splendor of moon is coming from me. The moment you realize, you see the sun, wow, existence of God becomes a fact. Is it not? Is it very difficult to understand? Through this course we need to understand just for very simple facts. Existence of God is not a myth. Existence of God is a fact. First we need to understand it logically and scientifically. That is the purpose of the course. That is the purpose of the entire seminar. We need to understand existence of God, we need to understand existence of soul, we need to understand the dynamics, how this nature is working and what is our position in this nature. This is the whole concept that we are going to discuss in few days. Say for example, anything we come across have a creator. Say for example, this laptop have a creator. My mobile phone have a creator. This chair have a creator. This building have a creator. It's being created by someone. You just tell me anything that is not created by someone. So this entire thing that we are coming across created by someone, what about its nature? This entire cosmos. Mountains are there, rivers are there, sun and moon is there, sky and earth are there, animals, plants. When it comes to creation, if everything around us is created by someone, what about this entire cosmos? It must be created. It's very difficult to understand. You come across any painting, you'll say, oh, wow, beautiful painting. Who painted it? The first question is, who painted it? Mona Lisa, Leonardo da Vinci painted. So every painting have a painter behind. Every design have a designer behind. Every program have a programmer. Our DNA is a program. Different base pairs, you must be aware of that. They are arranged in certain set, and each set is, that gene is producing different sort of expression through proteins. Someone eyes are blue in color, someone eyes are black in color, someone eyes are brown in color, simply because there are different genes. And your ancestral, program is being downloaded in yourself, and it will be continuing inherited. Who made that beautiful program? And there must be there is a logic. Say for example, have you ever done some computer programming? You have some experience. Say if you write something which is against what you call it as syntax. So there is an error. The entire DNA with millions of base pair, can it be accidental? Just think about it. Can it be accidental? We have a concept called Big Bang, big explosion. Now just tell me, what is more logical? Science means it must be logic. Science means it must be logic. What do you like to eat? Paneer. So we have paneer for you today. So you like to eat paneer. Which kind of paneer? Chili paneer, matar paneer, shahi paneer, butter paneer? Chili paneer. Okay. You like chili paneer. Okay. Now what is more logical? You went home. By the time your mother purchased paneer, spices, vegetables, oil, she went inside the kitchen, into the kitchen, chopped the pieces of paneer and dealt it with different spices and oil and this and that, different sauces. And out of hard endeavor, using her brain, her efforts, optimum temperature, optimum pressure, she's making chili paneer for you. Is this logical? Or another case study. So there was some paneer, there were some spices, there were some oils, and then there was, big cylinder explosion, and chili paneer is coming out. Tell me, what is more logical? Mom cooked is more logical. Science means logic. So if you're really logical, you need to accept the existence of God. Is it very difficult to understand? The other day I was hearing one small clip. Stephen Hawking, he was telling that before the creation of this universe there was no time. I said okay. But then if there was no time, that means there was no time for God to make this creation. You must have heard this clip. That means there is no God. You know what is the definition of God in our scriptures? Yeah, that is one of the definitions. There are different characteristics. One more characteristic is akala. He is beyond time. In Guru Granth Sahib they call it Akala Purusha. He is a personality who is not influenced by time. Rather, time is being controlled by him. I don't know how much true it is. Some people say that when Lord Krishna was speaking Bhagavad Gita, time stopped. I don't know. People say like this. I don't have any, fact study I have not done. But we need to understand God is beyond time. That is the definition of God. We are under time. We are being influenced by time. We are under time means, say for example, as time passes, things deteriorate. That is the nature of this world, because this world is under the jurisdiction of time factor. But by definition, God is beyond the jurisdiction of time. Not only he is beyond the jurisdiction of time, he is beyond the jurisdiction of our senses. Our senses cannot approach him, and therefore he is called Adhokshaj. Adhokshaj. Adhokshaj, the word Adhokshaj, Lord Krishna's another name is Adhokshaj. Yeto bhakti Adhokshaji. The word Adhokshaj means Adha Aksha Ja means to generate. Aksha means senses, eyes and etc. Adha means one who cannot be approached by the knowledge of senses. So for example, I have vision. The knowledge for eye is vision. The knowledge for ear is sound. The knowledge for tongue is taste. The knowledge for nose is smell. Knowledge for skin is touch. So our sense, 5 different senses, these are called knowledge acquiring senses. So with these senses, we cannot perceive God. Therefore, he is called Adhokshaja. Our senses are so limited that it cannot perceive God. God is beyond the perception. God is beyond our sense perception. Therefore, he is called God. He is called Adhokshaja. So these are the definitions of God given in our scriptures. He is beyond time. He is beyond our sense perception. So tell me, what was more logical? Mother cooking chili paneer or cylinder exploding and It's very difficult to understand. It's very simple. So these are the few very logical examples that we, by simple common sense, we can understand that existence of God is not a myth, it's a fact. The problem is our knowledge is not deep enough to understand these concepts. So in coming sessions, I'll be taking you more deeper into the concepts. Today we discuss existence of God is a fact. But then it's not sufficient to have this much knowledge. We need to probe deeper into it. In the coming sessions, we'll be discussing all these points. If God exists, then why we really can't approach Him? And is there any real way to approach Him? Number one. Number two, we'll be discussing like if there is God, if there is one God, then there are so many religions. So why there are so many religions if God is one? And then why so much chaos among religions? So we'll be discussing this. And we'll also be discussing that who we really are, what is our real identity, and what is our purpose. Because eventually, the whole curriculum of Vedic knowledge is there for us to find purpose. Unfortunately, most of the people are unaware of the purpose, and therefore, say for example, if somebody is driving with 150 kilometers per hour, you tell him, well, where are you going? He said, don't disturb me, I want to go fast. Well, you want to go fast, but where you want to go? So we are speeding, no doubt, but which direction? What is the purpose? What do we really want to achieve? So these things also will come, and also we'll be discussing in due course of time that why people are suffering this world, why this world is created in a way that there is lots of suffering. So we'll be discussing all these facts in due course of our discussion. So I'll be ending up today. So if someone have any questions, we can have that discussion. And I wanna show one video, if net is coming. It's just that Mark Angel comedy and God. You just write God and you get. Yeah. If you have any question.
Can't we consider this actual the formation of this Big Bang, this solar system, this Earth as an accident?
Accident, yeah, good point. Wonderful. Accident. Tell me what is accident in our life, accidental in our life.
What happens, everything that happens suddenly.
Yeah. So for example, someone slapped you. Is it accidental? It's not accidental.
Maybe.
Nature's law is for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. If somebody is slapping you, it's not accidental actually. Actually is the reaction that nature is giving us to the action that you must have done some time to someone. My question is, if everything is accidental, then what is the purpose? Where is the question of purpose? Then everything is accidental. Why so many things to do? Just live like anything. Then why struggling hard? Let's have an accident. Life is an accident. Life is a chance. By chance you'll get a degree. By chance you'll get a job. By chance you'll be successful. If these things are not by chance, in fact every important thing in our life is not by chance. You need to pay a price for that. So why do you consider that this entire creation is just an accident?
Maybe then it is written in the science books, textbook books, it is written that life is created by the chance who.
Actually, purposeful people with purpose, people without purpose, who are more happy?
People with purpose.
That means what dynamics of life is actually, these vectors are taking us towards purpose or no purpose, chance or no chance. accident or, planned. Everything in its creation is planned. The petals of the flower are designed in such a way, it is planned. It is known as what mathematical series? What is that? It's just for Fibonacci series. You must have heard, Fibonacci series? Everything in this creation is organized and planned. Your DNA is planned. If things are coming by chance and accident, why your nose is here only? Why not here? At least one person should have nose hair. At least one, because it's by chance. At least one person should have eye hair. At least one. In millions and millions and trillions of organisms, at least one should have this kind of exception.
Maybe then twins are joined and evaluated twins.
So that is different thing. Eyes are here only, but someone have defects in eyes. That is different part. Why someone have defect in eyes? Why someone have defect? Why someone is suffering from chronic disease? It's not by chance. Scriptures will explain. Somebody is taking birth in a rich family, somebody is taking birth in a poor family. You all are fortunate enough to take birth in India. Some are so unfortunate that they are taking birth as a women in Afghanistan. And just see their situation. Is it by chance? No. And that is what we are going to decode now. In due course of our seminar, we are going to decode that these things are not by chance. If somebody has come up with a physical inability, there is a reason behind it. Because for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The action-reaction theory has to be understood. I'll just give you one example. Can you prove theft is wrong? Can you prove it? Murder, killing someone is wrong. Tell me how you are going to prove it. It's wrong. Raping someone is wrong. Prove it. Why is it wrong? Killing someone is wrong. Why? Can you prove it? Why killing someone is wrong?
Taking someone's life.
Someone's life. What I have to do with it? It's someone's life.
But
some can say that our livelihood is dependent on that.
Yeah.
On that killing.
So killing, yeah. So it's someone's life. I am getting some livelihood.
but in the context of the dead person, family members.
That is their problem. Why it is wrong to me? Why it is wrong? That is their problem. Say I am a robber and I have a very, very good connection with political people. You cannot, law cannot touch me. I am robbing, I am killing, I am raping. You cannot justify it is wrong. Law is in my hands. I can manipulate law in any way I want. How you are going to prove that these things are wrong? You know it is wrong. Why? How? Until and unless you accept action-reaction principle, karma principle, next life principle, the wrong that we are doing will come to us. Until and unless you accept this principle, you cannot prove that stealing is wrong. You cannot prove murdering is wrong. You cannot prove, raping is wrong. You cannot prove it. In order to, and say for example, how many people this Hitler killed? 6 million Jews, 60 lakh people. What is the maximum punishment that you can give to him? Death punishment. So death punishment, life for life, that means you have taken revenge for one life. But he has killed 60 lakh. That means 59 lakh 9,099 still left. You just compensated one life. Life for life, if that is the principle, you have only compensated for one life. What about 59 lakh 9,099? Until as you accept that there is next life, and whatever wrongs that we have done will come back to us surely. This is the nature's law. If I am killing someone today, I may take birth in next life with some physical inabilities. If this is not, if you do not believe in principles of action and reaction, if you don't believe in these laws, there is no point you can prove that these things are wrong. And it's not the matter of belief. I do not believe that sun exists. I cannot see sun. Where is sun? Show me. Show me now. If sun exists, show me. Avinash? Is Avinash? Show me. Where is the sun? Tell me. Where is the sun? I do not believe. Show me. I can challenge and argue in any way I want, but until it's not morning, you cannot prove that sun exists. Certain things take time to understand, time to reveal. People come with challenge. Hey, I don't believe. You may believe, you don't. I don't believe in laws of government. You ride without helmet? You don't believe or don't, you believe or don't believe, doesn't matter. It will come to you. Challan aa jayega ghar pe. Yes or no? So the laws of nature are not subjected to our belief or not belief. They exist. So the right way is not to challenge. It's to understand what exactly these laws are and how they are acting upon us. Say for example, we are so weak, we are so powerless. At any moment, heart can choke and we can go. You may accumulate any amount of wealth. You may accumulate you may have any number of followers. Just today, one YouTuber with 1.4 million subscribers passed away in an accident. So that means your followers, your strength, your money, your fame, nothing can help you out. So we are so much, bounded by the laws of nature. We need to understand our position. We talk so much. I can do this, I can do that. But are we really so much powerful? Are we really? We are paying tax in everything. Practically whatever you are purchasing, you are paying tax. And government is spending, taking your tax money and doing any kind of nonsense with that. What power you have? We can just say some big words, but actually are we really powerful? We are very insignificant. We need to understand that. It's not that we are here to discourage each other. We simply need to understand the truth. Nothing is by chance. Everything has a purpose. We are here to understand those purposes. Okay, I hope I have answered your question. Anything else?
In my last time I had many good questions regarding existence of law.
So I hope I have answered some of your points. So in due course of our discussion will be coming to us. So do we have a video? Yeah. So we'll see this video. Volume बढ़ा, हाँ.
science has proven anything you cannot see or touch does not exist. So, you don't have a God. Doctor, are you a graduate? I am a professor. Professor, excuse me. How do you know that we've got common sense? I use my sense. Where's your sense? My sense is everything. Can you see your sense? No. Can you touch your sense? No. That means like no sense. Yes. Because according to science, anything you cannot see or touch does not exist. So you don't have sense.
Hare Krishna. So we'll end up today and we'll discuss. We'll continue our discussion tomorrow. Okay? Hare Krishna.